It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the first player picked in the 2023 NFL Draft from Alabama. It's Bryce Young.
Kid, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opening, right? Week one, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That was Micah Parsons making that play. 2nd and 4. This is reeled in by Leggett. To the house, touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers take a 6-0 lead right away. Xavier Leggett with the touchdown. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Panthers take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Kick taken in here at the 17. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And we will get a look at their 6th-year signal caller.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of the league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, or how you start, can have a massive impact on how things play out.
Throw left side, complete. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. Back now, pressure on its way. Into the hands of Dulcich. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Trying to work quickly now. On 2nd and 7. Dulcich hauls it in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
He's got it! And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Offense in the hurry-up now. They'll try and punch it in. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes 2nd and goal. Running for it again. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Cowboys finish off their opening drive. That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. He fields it from the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Now for the second time, we take a look at this Panther offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They gotta give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Here we go.
Young working from the gun. Ferguson there to bring it in. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Young. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. We're through 1 quarter of... We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at first down here. Shotgun snap now to Young. It's caught. Ferguson. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Let's go. Ready, go. Set.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Come on, set. Blue check. All right, go.
From the gun, a give to Brooks. Runs inside the 35. And he gets this one down to the 27. They'll come up 1st and 10. Young throwing here. Legette's got it. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Here we go. Here we go. Check right. Black one.
Hand off here for Brooks. And he won't win the race to the outside. That one's bottled up at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Back to throw. Here's Young. Has it down close. He has the Carolina touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returning in from the 16. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Cowboys and their running back about to get back to work. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Offense working quickly. From the 33 on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Dallas. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. He'll take this at the 10. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Ready. Smith, red. Up, green.
On the give, it's Brooks. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Let's go now.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Cowboys rush it in, and they bring him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And the hit stuffs him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. Fourth down punt upcoming, Brock, and here's Austin McNamara to put his leg into it. Fair catch made here at the 30. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They've got first down from the 31. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Hand off to the back. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. That stop made by Derek Brown. Gotta figure out this third down here.
Here we go.
Looking for a throw here. He lets one fly deep downfield. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. They're going for this. He's trying to go deep again. That's grabbed inside the 30. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they face second down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Has it at the 7. And in for the Dallas touchdown. Now the second time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a second home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Fielded at the 7. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half.
Here we go.
Back to throw it. Caught, nice gain left side.
Oh.
On the move, past the 40. Into the red zone. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they have prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin just outside.
We'll catch up with the rest of the league later. Let's go right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter.
Hey, what's up, son?
Hey, Sarge. What a weird time.
Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Fielded at the 14. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Cowboys ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense.
Right. Right.
And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys take the lead right away in half number 2. That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Here's a return from the 7.
Yeah, he do, don't he?
They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
She had video
Carolina set to go once again offensively.
She talked to him.
All they're scoring is keep them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter.
So, you know,
Carolina Brooks to start the drive.
Yeah, dark skin with a little twist in his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that night when I went up there. I had to say to him, like, bro, this is just deeper than work. Yeah, that's him. That's him.
What am I supposed to do there?
Yeah, his team on the chart. She's contact one. Yes, Malika is on there.
Cowboys showing nipples set third down.
Wow.
Yeah, her name is on there. Where the team's registration put that up there? I'm quite sure Murray didn't take Malika first contact.
No, he did. He did. That was just them. That was Misha and them. That was Misha and all them. Because
She's on Facebook now saying what? Because I'm on Instagram friend. I'm not Facebook friends with her.
she said on there, I don't know if it's Instagram or Facebook, but she got up there. Murray said, respect his privacy right now, no visitors. So we just all ask for prayers and respect his wishes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she
does. We was within 2 seconds. If it was 2 seconds, because we was on the other, when we peeked and saw him sitting there, and the nurse was on the IV, we stepped him up the side, just telling him we're going to pray for him. Now, just kisses at him, and that was it. Got on out of there.
Here's the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Wow. Night was uneventful.
Back to the line.
We were good last night. Trey didn't want to work with me. He was like, he tried to reach out to you or something.
He didn't try to reach out to me. He knew I was locked this week.
That's one he knows he should have had.
So now it's going to be 3D, 5A and 5B. The lanes
drop
there.
is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, and you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch.
So what he talking about? He ain't want to work with you.
Revisit that play in the future.
And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
Oh, well, I can't
hear
work.
Defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Yeah, I mean, I started his story. My wife couldn't stay, but if I was short-handed, he was willing to stay. I was like, nah, I got enough people here. I want to get
Kim, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've
E11, y'all just had to be round still.
This drive.
He runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30.
I mean, I'm sorry, the routine rounds with the guys there. That's all.
They give it to him again.
That's it. One patient
and he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Good.
Working quickly here.
This night in the ER was empty. Looked up at the camera, and when I tell you, the security officers was asleep, the tech was asleep, the car was asleep, everybody was asleep. I kept calling.
They needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
Kate, their offense did its part and added the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again.
Yeah.
Return starts at the 9.
I saw that.
He stopped on the return at the 27. The Carolina offense headed out now.
But
Their
Davey,
first time of the season,
yeah,
an uneventful
yeah.
one led to a punch. So
said
they'll
he
try to
called
get
her
some
the
new
other day
season
because
magic going here on their
John
second
had told
time.
they experienced the same thing. I said, really? She
Here's
said,
Young
yeah.
on first and 10.
She's right there 4 times.
On target to his man
4
Polk.
times.
And they can't
So
jump
it
to
was
him,
so
but
crazy,
not
right?
until
The
he's
girl
got a
was- the
huge
girl
gain and a first
was
down.
away from his desk for 40
One
minutes.
play in,
But
and
where's the guy
already
who
they're
takes
close to
the score come
midfield.
from? In the camera. I said, come on up there.
Young on first and 10.
Yeah.
Fits it through the
They
middle.
might be messing.
He's
They
got
might
it in the
messing
red
around.
zone. And he
They
takes it
messing
in.
around.
Touchdown,
Don't realize it's the
Carolina.
camera in the hallway.
The
Yeah,
Panthers.
they messing.
get
Which
the
guy?
lead some in the third.
He throws.
Xavier Leggett
He
with the touchdown.
solid
His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down
I'm
the
gonna
middle.
rewind that camera so you can see.
And the
I'm like,
Panthers
what
took the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Yeah. You see her grab her bag.
And just
So
like
she
that, we're
disappeared
back to a one-possession
40
ball
minutes.
game
I
as the
said everybody
kickoff
just
is
doing what
away.
they want to do in that building.
They stupid.
This is taken in at the 13.
They stupid. She gonna cry so hard when they knock her head
They'll
off.
begin from the 36
Now
as the
this
return is brought down. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive.
I don't know. But the right thing to do is say, I'm going to step away from the
Here's
left
the
side,
one
I have
back
a
on the
basket
handoff.
or something like that. You know
And
what
he
I'm saying?
maneuvers
Anything,
through the
yeah.
middle of the 4.
I keep my ball and
Moving
it gets
quickly,
aggravated
trying to get
because
set again.
you're going for so long.
Right.
From the 40 on
I
second
understand
down.
that you're up there by yourself. And that's what we have to tell the first
And
one.
all
You know
around
what?
tough
You know,
play
they
for him.
break
Took
right
a
now.
shot on
Check
the
the bear
release,
with
and it
us.
definitely affected the
But
throw.
Mitch,
It's
saw the
incomplete.
wolves like, you know what they're going to do?
Oh, that's like a
They're
good
gonna
peanut
make
butter and
them sit
jelly
down here
sandwich.
and
It takes
just let them
both
eat
to make it
this.
work. And defensively,
don't
you've
see
got to
that.
have that pressure up front.
No
That's
further.
peanut butter.
Attack.
And then you'd like
Sure
to have
will.
some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
They sure enough gonna do something. He right. They gonna fix something, but I hope it don't be that. But they're gonna do something because that don't make no sense.
And now they're staring
They're
at
so
a
far
fourth
away.
down.
Why they in a whole
Yes, yes,
deserted building?
right. Because there's other places they could have put them.
Yeah.
He'll throw
Yep.
it. And it's going to be incomplete.
All
Couldn't
right,
connect to
empty
extend the
space.
drive.
Utilize
So the
nothing,
defense
nothing,
rises
not
to the
even
challenge
utilize.
and gives the ball back to their offense.
Yeah, but other
He slated
than
downs
that,
to
good
approach
night.
here from the 40.
Okay.
Yeah, good night, honey.
To the air on first down. Young.
Everybody
He
took their
lays
breaks.
out
Everybody
over the
was
middle to
back
bring
on
that
time.
one
I went
in.
over the policy.
Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for Carolina
I
first.
explained to them again. I said, listen, y'all know how
Out of the
many
gun,
times you
Young.
operate. I said, we beat him on
Ferguson's
time.
got it.
By the time we
Complete.
get on the exclamation pass
And
for
they
the-
stop him. He's
Yeah,
marked
it's gonna
down
be
on that
extra
18-yard line.
Right.
So as
12
long as
yards
you
on
sit
that
in
play and a
seat,
good call nets him the first.
it's, when I get up here, you get your break. You come in here after I do,
From the
you
red
don't get no
zone
break.
now.
I said, because it's not fair to the person that works there on time. I said, and I say
Ooh,
this
that's a
to say,
tough one.
the
Couldn't bring
war
in the
that covers
touchdown
the shit
clean.
from
It
both
falls
sides, nothing but
incomplete.
black and
It's
white.
going to be second down.
Right.
Please don't debate with this man about what sergeant was, what the sergeant was, sergeant that you do.
Right.
Young working from the
I said,
gun.
they don't pay you to come up in here.
That's complete to
I'll be
Leggett.
honest with you, but I know I have to be
And he's
there
going
at
to be
45.
tackled, but still all the
By
way
the time I
down to
get
the
up there,
6.
it's like close to 50. I said, so just bear with us. And work with the key.
We've
Work
reached
with
the
the
end
man
of
because
3.
he's
Now,
gonna,
week
he's
one
not
opener.
gonna give you a break.
The Panthers have it.
Okay, ready?
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal.
Ready. Ready.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. That's complete. Here's Brooks. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any
That's it.
solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Cut near the goal line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Set. Go.
Here is Brooks. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Panthers now trailed by just a point in the 4th. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th.
I don't know what's wrong with that.
Me neither.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Kickoff taken at the 13. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway. Throwing on 3rd and long. Into the hands of Dulcich. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's the heavyset guy, right?
Quick, they're into the hurry up. From midfield now. He connects downfield on 4. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down. And as they keep going to him, he's now crossed 200 yards.
So if it's who I think you're talking about, he heavy set.
So far in his career.
He wear glasses, but the man is standing there. And when he be there, everybody be like, "Hey, Sarge, what's up, Sarge?" They pass on stuff to the shit. He won't say a word to you. So I made up in my mind. I said, you know what? Until he say something to me, I ain't saying nothing to him because I don't work with you. I don't need to know. You would think he would say, "Hey, how you doing, Sarge?" He says nothing. He just looked in your face. He's looking at you. So everybody was speaking. Howard and all in the other night. He was there Friday night. He was there, and he punched out. I walked. I looked at him. In my head, I was like, I'm just gonna make a mental note who this person is. But I do remember they said that Maria K had got into it with him and he verged her. And he went, from the nurse, he verged her. So when if it's the same officer, when he decided he wanted to tell somebody the story on what he did, he was telling the story and Maria walked up. And Maria said, "Yeah, I'm the Maria he talking about. He verged me." And everybody from security just looked at him like, "Yo, you verged her? She support us." Yeah, it was over. It was over him being talking slick, and Maria gave it back to him.
Still time to go, Brock. That touchdown has
He
down now 7.
He tried to get to Lane radio. She said, "That's not for me." He said, "Yes, this is for you." He said, "Brother, that's baby, yeah, but don't you stand here?" She's like, "No, I sit in the front."
Makes the catch. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive
that was him.
already into enemy territory.
That's the same thing that happened with him and Johnny Banks.
Shotgun snap.
Johnny Banks came in, and
This one finds
Johnny Banks came in. He was there. He gonna tell Banks, "I got the bay." Banks said, "No, you don't." He's like, "I always send the Banks." He said, "You got the front. I got the bay. I got the bay. I've been here longer than you." That's what Banks told him. So yeah, that's him. That's the same guy. Because Banks like, "I don't care for him." Yeah, because Banks said, he was like, "Yeah, they got this guy coming from up the hill. Who is he?" I was like, "I don't know who you're talking about." He was like, "Yeah, tell me I got the bay." And he got the bay. You don't got no damn bay. I was like, "Yeah." So that's the same person then. That's the same person.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th.
Right.
So the lane said she's supposed to come back to the election today. And she's supposed to work with her. She said, "Better not stay back."
Kick here, fielded at the 15.
I'm sitting up in the front. That's what I'm supposed to do.
And he's all the way up across the 40 before
stay
getting out of
back
bounds.
I said, "Okay, tell that
The
Cowboys
back out on offense. They're running back headed out once again. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A 9-yard rip on the ground there, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys with a little more work to do to win it here.
I said but I ain't gonna say shit now. But I was gonna, I said I was gonna say something to Misha, like, yo, y'all, you know, I understand y'all was coming from a good place, but y'all better be careful dealing with stuff like that. You know, y'all kind of did too much. But I said, you know what, I'm just gonna stay out of it. He doing good. It's over. He healthy. I mean, well, he gonna be healthy. So I'm gonna let it go. This is a regulate though, cause if it get too bad though, cause South Snake know the family. South Snake was like, his sister's gonna play, so I said they ain't supposed to. I said they acting like he ain't had no family.
Back to the well again.
Right. Just kept everything about the situation was
the Cowboys jump in front late.
Yep. They didn't. If they did do that line, they ain't pay attention to it because they wouldn't win about it like that. And like we said, how she came in there, and the nurses did talk about this. And I don't know if they.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Returning it from the 4. This return makes it up to the 25.
The nurse Martinez, she was the nurse, and you know that had the bed in recess B when he came in. She did say something to Ann and about how she came in here and was on meds and saying he need this. He said he in pain. But see, that's like I told I forgot who said something to me. Queenie said something about that to me, and I was like, well, that right there, I don't got nothing to do with me. When I asked all y'all to leave the room, I wanted a minute to him because it was just too much going on. But I just think that Lions think Malika was on duty, even though she was dressed regular.
Ferguson there to bring it in.
Yeah.
It's a gain of 17 on that one.
And
it'll give the Panthers a first down.
So McQueen said, how much is the coffee? I'm back on this coffee maker again, sorry. How much is the coffee maker going with the ice maker on it? I said, it's $69 at a Walmart to get up and go. So he was like, yeah, I need to have it there Monday morning. I said, excuse me? Yeah, can you go and pick it up? Nobody said they're going to give me no money for it or anything. But I know he's going to give it.
One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never
so he said he was going to go to his room call and tell everybody, he needs a couple dollars, for the machine or whatever. So the next one calls me. Did you go to Walmart and get the machine? I said, I absolutely did not. Why? I thought you said for you to pick it up. Let me tell you something. That is not going to dictate to me what I'm going to do with my time off. It don't work like that. I said, both of y'all is off on the weekend. Both of y'all had time to go to Walmart and pick it up.
Right.
I told you which Walmart you can go to. They had it in Union and they also had it on Lincoln. And you can go pick it up. You can pay for it online. And they had it bring it to your car. They text you and tell you when it's ready. They bring it to your car. I said, but I did not make those special plans to go to Walmart. That's not where I wanted to stop at today. I work overnight. Everybody knows that when I work, I don't hang in the street. I don't do too much shopping. I'm in the house. So no, I did not go to Walmart. I didn't go to Walmart. I didn't go to Costco. I didn't go to BJ. I did nothing. I went to ShopRite to pick up my Sunday dinner to cook for me and my daughter, and that's it. She said, well, I said, yeah. So you got time. After you go see your husband, stop at Walmart. I said, I'll send you a picture of the one that it is, and you pick it up.
Right.
And you can get whatever you want, whatever else that you need, because I really don't even drink the coffee no more. So it don't make me no never mind. That's because the fact that my level 7 food do go upstairs and make coffee from time to time, I will continue to have to finish stuff.
It's caught.
I guess he's still, what the hell?
And he'll go down
after
finding his way to the 32.
Leave me alone about picking up a fucking coffee maker. That was why do you have to make special time out of my time off in my home where I'm comfortable to go pick up a damn coffee maker when both of them was off for the whole weekend?
Right. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Looking to throw it. And even on third down, he
Why they won't just put something up there for for the people to just like, why don't you just say something like, you know what, everybody that drink coffee, put a couple $, such and such, and then we'll make sure it's always stocked or whatever.
Yeah, but that's what he put. He gonna start doing. But she gave $20 one time.
To his man pole.
That's
good yardage there with an set of downs to boot.
The coffee drinkers is.
So it's a win for the Cowboys.
What they need to do.
Yeah.
They're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign.
But honey, I tell you, I think the housekeeper, there's no way that coffee goes away that fast. No, I can't believe it. I think the housekeeper that be sitting up in there, I was like, y'all didn't tell that this is not his break room.
Yeah, then they say